Do you want to do the intro this time, or
Yeah, I can do
go
that.
for it?
Hello and welcome to None of Your Bees cast, your friendly
I'm not. I'm not
neighborhood.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. You've already kind of whiffed it. So just take it from the top.
Hello and welcome to None of Your Bees cast, your friendly neighborhood podcast that is not usually about bees. I am Teresa Helms.
All right, we'll just stick with this one. I'm Kyle Wall, the other host.
Welcome to today's episode.
Welcome to
Uh,
today's episode of the None of Your Bees cast.
Kyle, how are you doing?
I am vibing. It is 12:35 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
This was definitely one of those spur of the moment. Like a couple hours ago, you're like, "Hey, you want to record today?" And I was like, "Sure, dude." So I don't really have anything prepped. Normally, I have like a couple things ready to go, locked and loaded. But how are you feeling?
I am fantastic. I am
That's good.
vibing. I had a very, very good day. I had uh, one of the best days that I have had since the situation began, which I realize is not saying that doesn't sound like it says a whole lot because most of this has been, garbage. But it was a very good day, so I'm chilling.
Did the court hearing pass through? You weren't convicted.
Oh yeah, all clear.
Nice, nice. All
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to go. Yeah, I went outside today, which I have not done.
Woohoo.
I probably I'm probably gonna go on a walk tomorrow, depending on the weather. I need to figure out a decent schedule for that, just because it's like I have like obligations I need to be doing during the day that most of the time I'm
Mm-hmm.
not doing. But it kind of looks bad if I'm like posting photos of like being outside when I'm supposed to be working on stuff. um, yeah. Other than that, didn't do a whole lot today. I pet my dog a lot.
That's good. I don't have a dog. I wish I did. You're aware of this, but
Yeah.
it's worth
We're,
saying.
we're actually recording this episode before episode 3 has gone up. So I'm just going to thank you guys for all the support in episode 3. I'm really glad you all enjoyed it so much. Teresa has hated the response it's gotten, however. I'll just let you
You
explain
know,
why.
um, I don't need to comment on this right now.
Is this just episode going to be me putting you on the spot for several bits just to see how you react?
So far that seems to be how it's going.
It's happened
So,
3 times in four
mm,
minutes. But yeah, we uh, are officially in the red until June, state-wise, like, or
ooh,
county-wise.
ooh.
So we're likely not going to have any kind of graduation. So that's epic. So any seniors out there? Hell yeah. Am I allowed to say hell?
This is a
We're gonna have to
family-friendly
bleep
show,
that.
Kyle. You're gonna have to bleep it out. Stars
It's in the
ready.
Bible. It's in the Bible. That's my rules. If it's in the Bible, it's okay.
That's fair. That's
Um,
fair. I'll hear that. I'll hear you out there.
have you been to any stores lately? Like in the past
Hang
couple
on.
days?
All the days run together. I gotta think about this.
Yeah, everyone I've talked to today, they're
Um,
like, "Wait, today's Thursday?" I'm like, "Yeah, I hate to break it to you, Chief."
I Yes, I was at a grocery store, our local grocery store, on Saturday. Mm-hmm.
I've noticed. I've noticed all the etiquette everyone was practicing like 2 weeks ago, all gone already. No one's doing the 6 feet apart. Very few masks.
When I was there, everyone that I saw had a mask on. I don't know if I was paying a whole lot of attention to how far apart we were because I was kind of in a rush, but I saw a lot of masks. So
Um, I
good,
I
I
need to
guess.
go to the dollar store tomorrow. Dollar General represent. Uh, and I am scared. Um, Like, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people have not been following the etiquette they should have been.
Doing things.
Someone,
Yeah.
well, I feel so bad for the worker who had to go through and put tape every 6 feet because they like the $1
Yeah.
store, not the one closest to my house, but like the nice one, the nice Dollar General. Um, X's every 6 feet, and no one was adhering to them. It was so just like I feel so bad for the guy who had to do that, and no one's paying attention to it like at all.
It's all unfortunate. All of it.
Yeah, I've been to Taco Bell, like obviously in the drive-through,
Mhm.
and uh, they messed up my order last night. And I was
Mhm.
like, I can't get mad. Well, at first I was like, well, they're swamped. But then I realized it was 9:30 and no one else was there.
They're not swamped.
Like,
Mm-mm.
they're not swamped in the slightest. Like, I don't want to say they have it easy right now because they have less people. Like, they don't have to worry about the drive-through and the counter orders
Uh-huh.
or mobile orders because our local Taco Bell has just completely disabled mobile orders for some reason.
Welcome. That's how it be. I
Um,
don't remember. I can't remember a time when I've ever like legitimately gotten upset by like somebody or something that's happened to me by like the service industry. Just because that's I just
oh,
I can't the
yeah.
feels I can't.
The only thing I was mad about is I hoard fire sauces because it's the best sauce. I don't want to buy it in the bottle because then everyone in my family uses it. So I'll get a ton of the packets
Uh huh.
and I will keep them hidden in a drawer that my family never checks.
Smart.
But I am running dangerously low because it's gone from like I go to Taco Bell like maybe twice, 3 times a month, just like usually on like weekends I'll go with my friends, to it's like if I can go once a month, that is lucky. Because they ended Taco Tuesday before Cinco de Mayo, which I thought was strange. But I'm out of fire sauce, which I put on like most of my foods because my family is very white and does not enjoy spice in the slightest. Like it is anytime I make dinner, it is pulling teeth to get them to like eat anything that has like chili pepper in it.
I
So
believe
it's
it.
just like um so I was like, okay, they're like, hey, how many sauces do you want? And I was like, as much fire sauce as you can give me. And then they gave me none.
Oh,
Um,
that's
yeah,
sad.
zero at all.
That's
Um,
unfortunate.
and that's why I was like, again, I mean, they're trying their hardest right now. I'm sure they're getting a lot. I'm sure maybe they just had a big rush. I don't know, but it's just like there was no one there. There was 5 workers and one order, and it was mine and my friend. Like,
We usually have my brother keeps a stockpile of the McDonald's ketchup packets in my mom's minivan at all times.
that's respectable.
Hmm.
That's very respectable. Hot sauce is just like I don't like their Diablo sauce. You've been to Taco Bell once with me.
No, I've been to Taco Bell twice with you.
When did we go a second time?
We
We went
stopped
before
on the
your youth
way.
group, the one.
Yeah, we stopped on the way home from the radio interview with
Oh, that's right.
Michael and
We did
Asan.
do that.
Yeah,
I completely forgot that. But so you're not well versed in Taco Bell.
I'm not. I've eaten a grand total of 2 quesadillas from Taco Bell, and I'm pretty sure I ordered the exact same thing both times.
And you didn't get any hot sauce whatsoever on either.
No, because I don't know what the options are.
My brothers really like their hottest sauce, the Diablo sauce. Not a big fan because it just tastes like heat, like it doesn't
Oh
have any
yeah,
actual
I
flavor.
don't like
Not
a
a fan of
super
that.
spicy anything really. Like I like a a, a moderate amount of spice because if it's too spicy, all you get is the spice and you don't get the actual flavor, and then it's the what's the point?
As long as it still maintains some kind of flavor, I'm down. But if it's just like the ones where you have to sign like waivers for at bars, where it's like the ghost face killer wing will actually kill you. You get 1 glass of milk, and if you drink it, you are a coward. I
A
almost
coward.
I almost.
Yes, a coward. That is the word.
Well, I was gonna say coward originally, but there was gonna be an adjective in front of it. I never understood those. Never got the appeal of like arugas. That's like the one that you have to legitimately
I've
be
never
over
been to
16.
Arugas.
Um, their wings
Like, I
are
know
pretty
where they
good.
are. I've just never been in one.
Their wings are pretty good. My family really likes wings. My little brother only eats boneless wings, which, all right,
You know,
whatever.
he's living his best life.
I've been trying to cut down on meat in general. We've talked about this a little.
Yeah.
Um, I would like to be full vegetarian at some point. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think I could go vegan because
Mm-hmm.
just like egg is in everything. Like pasta, bro. Egg be in pasta.
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I had to think about that. I kind of forgot what pasta
For
was.
for a second, I was like, egg is in pasta, right? This would be a very embarrassing moment. Like if it just because then
No,
it's
no,
like
no.
because then I'm completely like, oh, I guess I could go full vegan then. And like I know there are eggless pastas, but it's
Right.
just like I don't know. I
I'm
don't know.
also
I would
very
just like to.
interested in this. At this point, I'm at a point in my life where like I don't buy the groceries that come
Yeah,
into my house. So like it is what it
yeah.
is.
My family is very set in their ways when it comes to their foods, so I'm kind of stuck. I make do. If I like when I was working and I had a steady source of income, it was nice because I could buy my own groceries and
Mhm.
just be like, "This is mine. If you touch this, I will end you." Um, because then I was eating a lot healthier. Um, but can't really work right now, huh? Kind of, kind of stuck
Eek.
between a rock and a hard place. My whole steez is that I was gonna start working after our school musical wrapped up. Um, that didn't work out in the slightest.
Mm-mm. Yeah, there were a lot of things I was gonna do when musical wrapped up, but musical has neither uh well musical did not wrap up nor are any things happening. So
Yeah,
it
clothing
it
stores are open again, and I think that's whack. My friend works at Old Navy, and I
uh,
just, bro, who needs their Old Navy right
can
now?
we can I change the topic real quick for a second? This is
Sure.
sort of has to do with this. Just clothing in general. Um,
Okay.
I don't know if you can see. I'm wearing my fuzzy sweatshirt, my Muppet
This is an
sweatshirt.
audio podcast, audio only podcast, so we cannot, in fact, see. I can see because we are in a Discord
I'm
video
I'm
call,
I'm
but
I'm speaking directly to you in this moment, Kyle.
can
The
you
audience
paint
can
a
imagine. I'm wearing
can
my
you paint a word
Muppet
picture?
sweatshirt. It doesn't have Muppets on it. It's just fuzzy and it looks like Muppet fur. And shorts, gym shorts, because that was a drum roll. It is officially shorts and sweatshirt weather, baby, and I am here for it. I am
It's
vibing.
always shorts and sweatshirt
Nope,
weather.
incorrect.
It's my
Sometimes
dad.
it's sweatpants and sweatshirt weather.
Have I told you about my dad's system? He will wear shorts until the first snow of the year. He'll wear like jean shorts or cargo shorts
Mm-hmm.
or gym
That sounds like
shorts.
my dad.
Um,
My
he
dad,
like
I think maybe owns one pair of gym shorts. Otherwise, it's hard pants shorts all
hard
year, unless it's
hard
like
shorts.
literal winter.
He I don't know when he starts busting them back out, but I know the first snow. That's when he draws the line. He's like, all right, no
I
more shorts
respect
until
that.
it gets warm. I for the longest time I was very against shorts and sweatshirt. I thought they did not look very good. But then again, I was also just very self conscious about everything I wore. So I was like, I'm going to wear like baggy jeans and baggy hoodie all the time, as
What a look.
most middle schoolers tend to do. Um,
I was just thinking about my middle school wardrobe today because I was wearing a t-shirt that I got in seventh grade. And I was just like, first of all, I have not grown at all since seventh grade. So that's just a
can't
fun
relate.
fact.
Can't relate at all. Have definitely gotten bigger since seventh grade. I know because I found one of my middle school T-shirts the other day, and I was like, "I wonder if this fits." Nope,
This is
nope.
a child's shirt.
It was. I used to wear a lot of graphic T-shirts before realizing, not a fan of this. I'll wear graphic tees from stuff I like now, but like, um, I don't know. I was always wearing like dumb shirts. I really miss the genre of shirt that was like, "Don't talk to me, I'm gaming," or like,
Yes.
um,
I have two younger
the one
brothers, and we've been through many of those shirts. It's
there.
it's the
There's one I
whole
love.
brand.
There's one I love where it's like the three most epic things: video games, going to Mars, and more video games. It's just like, why even throw
Those,
going to Mars in there? Um,
I mean, it's find the flaw. It's not wrong. Those are three very epic things. Maybe not the most epic things, but three very epic things. One of my
I
little cousins has one of my favorite T-shirts ever. He has a shirt that says "Waffles are just pancakes with abs," and I just love that.
um, I'll never forget one time I was wearing a Doctor Who shirt in the Dollar General, and the cashier complimented me on it,
Oh,
and that was like I like never saw her again, and that was like the most human interaction, where they were just like, "Hey, nice shirt," and we talked about Doctor Who for like a minute, and then I finished bagging my stuff because my mom was like, "Hey, run into the dollar store and get this stuff for me." Um, but yeah, I remember distinctly um, that a lot. I think her name was like Lily or something.
I love that.
Uh, I was in middle school for sure, but I was like, "Ugh, she liked my Doctor Who shirt."
I owned quite a few Doctor Who shirts in middle school. I only have one now. I've since gotten rid of most of them, but I
I need to
have the
get
one, and
some.
it's my favorite. I
Can
wear
we
it
talk
quite
about?
frequently.
Can we talk about the whole my whole? I had a rant about this to you off mic the other day about how hard it is to find Doctor Who legally online right now.
Yes,
They
they.
took it off
I
Amazon
yeah.
Prime.
I used to watch it on Amazon Prime, and because it was free with Prime, and now it's not. Now you have to rent it or whatever.
Because it's going to HBO Max, but HBO Max doesn't open until May 27th. So there's been like a whole month of just not being able to legally stream it
Which
anywhere.
is
And yeah,
bizarre.
you could buy
And
it,
like I
but it's like,
understand that Doctor Who isn't like in it at its peak in this particular moment in history, but still you'd think they'd be trying to make it. I don't know. It seems odd.
I kind of hate HBO Max before it even comes out. Have I told you about this at all? It's,
Briefly, only in the discussion about Doctor Who.
so like, it's taking a ton of stuff from a ton of different networks and putting it all on. Cool
Mm-hmm.
in theory, but like, one of those is Sesame Street. And I think Sesame Street, I don't remember if I read this right, is exclusively moving to HBO Max, which defeats the whole
Oh,
purpose of
it's
public access stuff for kids.
hang on.
Hold up. Yeah, I'm gonna
I
double check this, but I'm pretty
That
sure I.
seems weird. That's the whole purpose of Sesame Street is that it's on PBS.
Yeah, wait here. HBO Max locks down exclusive access to new Sesame Street episodes.
Hmm.
Dumb, so
I
dumb.
hate that a lot.
Yeah, I think I think that's very bad. I
That
am. We've talked about how much we love the
hurts
Muppets. I don't
my
know if
soul.
on this show
I love me some Sesame Street. I really
anything
do.
Muppets, anything Muppets, I'm a fan of. I sent you the concept art for Oscar the Grouch earlier, where he was just a pink
Yes.
blob, and I
Have
love
you ever
that.
seen the very first episode of Sesame Street where Oscar is orange?
I have seen the Oscar bit, but nothing
Yeah.
else.
My little brother is a very, very big fan of the old classic Sesame Streets. He has a couple of like DVD sets that are Sesame Street old school. and it's all like the early episodes of Sesame Street. They are not the Sesame Street that was on when we were growing up. They are something, but they're good.
Not your father's Sesame Street.
They.
I have the DVD of Elmo and Grouchland, and I remember I used to watch it a ton.
Elmo and Grouchland.
Elmo was my favorite Muppet for the longest time.
Elmo
now
and
it's got to be Kermit. I know Kermit is a
Elmo
popular
and
one.
Grouchland.
Is this just going to be the rest of the podcast?
I love that movie. It's got
I haven't
good
watched
music.
it in so long. If I can find that DVD later, we should watch it.
Okay, sounds good.
But yeah, I used to just watch the same couple VHSs of Elmo, like specifically Elmo's World. It wasn't like the rest of Sesame Street. It was just Elmo's World.
Yeah.
I think it was like a special compilation of it.
We
Yeah,
used to
I
get
really
those
enjoyed
at the library.
Mr. Noodle, my guy.
Oh, what a guy!
I'll never forget he was the villain in Air Bud, because I remember every time I'd watch it, I would be like, there he is, Mr. Noodle.
I love Air Bud. What a collection of films. Every one gold. So good.
Have we talked about not DuckTales?
The Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks, not DuckTales. DuckTales is a very different program.
DuckTales is also fine, but does not come close to the masterpiece that is the Mighty Ducks movies.
I do love myself a good DuckTales, though. The new DuckTales, David Tennant as Scrooge McDuck.
I haven't seen any of the new DuckTales.
It's really good.
I don't know. I never got into
Kate
them
Micucci
much,
is in it.
like as a kid. Oh, I love her.
She plays
Ducks,
Webby.
though, I think about the scene in the first Mighty Ducks movie. There's a sequence where the kids are like rounding up the whole gang, and they're riding around the city on their roller skates, and it's like a musical montage. As far as I'm concerned, it is a cinematic masterpiece, and I think about that scene all the time. It's beautiful.
I also like Mighty Ducks too. I think we've talked. I swear we've talked about this on the podcast already. We're like 3 episodes in, and we're already forgetting what's what.
I don't know if we have. We might just talk about the Mighty Ducks a lot.
Yeah, we too. That was like, I remember that was, or like when we first started being friends, I remember like talking about Mighty Ducks.
They're good films.
I do have a couple, I want to introduce a new segment that we were going to introduce last week before getting abruptly cut off. So Reddit is a place on Earth. It is not a good place. I try to use it as sparingly as I possibly can. But on Reddit, there is a specific place called Ask Reddit. And if you sort by new, you get a lot of good questions that don't pop off. And I have a few here I would like to go through and answer.
Ask me a question.
What if King Henry VIII had an unknown son? That's the whole question.
It wouldn't matter because we wouldn't know about him. Because he's
That's what the only comment says. I guess nobody would have known.
That's all I have to say about that.
What do you think human dating will look like in 100 years? This is asked by the Archivist 314.
I think the best way to approach this is to think about what human dating looked like 100 years ago.
So
what year would that have been? The 1920s.
That would be 1920s.
So
I do have a thing here.
Okay,
so
go
someone
ahead.
Someone I know posted on their Instagram today. They were like, when my dad was dating my mom, he bought her a car. And nowadays, guys won't even want to pay for dinner.
Well, that seems problematic.
And the mom commented, the mom dunked on her. The mom was like, you declined, or you failed to mention that the car was only $500 at the time, and I paid him back immediately. um,
Yeah, precisely. Pro tip,
I
if you're dating someone, don't buy them a car. I mean, I don't
that's
have
the
a lot of experience in this particular area. This is not my area of expertise, but I'm just going to throw it out there. Um, don't.
well, this is my area of expertise, and I say buy as many cars as you want. Teresa's not the police. What's she gonna do about it? But dating in 100 years. So online dating is pretty prevalent now. Our first episode, we had a question, or was that the second one? One of our
That
first
was,
two episodes had the
yeah.
question that involves Tinder swiping.
Hmm.
Um, and
I
I
am not on
think
Tinder. I
I
was
would
just
hope not, as you
thinking,
turned
okay,
18 like a few days ago.
I was just thinking right before we started the podcast that I might change my Instagram bio to brown haired female likes waffles and news, based off of the line in Parks and Rec where Leslie is making an online dating profile and she wants to write yellow haired female likes waffles and news. And I really respect that.
I Tinder dating bios. All right. Well, if dating is gonna be a thing in 100 years, and we're not all just in a computer like creating
Right.
computer
If we're
program
not all
offspring,
just brains attached to robot bodies.
people gotta step up their Tinder bio game. My
Mm-hmm.
friend is on Tinder, and she will always send me like the funny bios of guys who like hit
Mm-hmm.
her up. And I should probably bleep her name. I probably shouldn't dox her like that. Although it's Tinder. It's like a public app.
I don't know
Whatever.
Tinder
I'll
etiquette.
take it out. Um, but like all the guys are just like, yo, what up? I like to hike. My name is Mike.
Are they
um,
also SoundCloud rappers?
a lot of them do link their SoundClouds, which is so funny. Like, imagine that being your icebreaker. It's just like, hey, you're really hot. Check out something even hotter, my SoundCloud.
Check out my mixtape.
Oh, I just got an Xbox notification. Um,
Oh wow,
but
popular.
I think, and like girls, like it's a meme right now where girls are like, I like hiking and I like The Office and Friends and Netflix. Because like I guarantee if you were to go on Tinder and just start swiping, you would see so many of that.
Hiking in the
Um,
office. I mean, yeah, it's like
specifically.
that's the joke right now.
So dating in 100 years, how
Hmm.
do you think it's gonna go down?
Hang on, I wasn't
Bad
prepared for
answer.
this.
Bad answer. Um, so obviously we'll all be robots by then. Just like that, the rate technology's going, human bodies will still be alive because we'll be uploaded to freaking robot bodies.
Here's what
Um,
here I think there's two ways that this could go. I think we either like progress into some bizarre dating, online dating technology that we cannot fathom in this particular moment, or we revert and we completely forgo online dating because people get tired of it.
I think convenience will always outweigh like anything else. I think people like just swiping on Tinder.
But like, what if Tinder just becomes like an amusement? Like, what if people stop using it for its intended purpose and just be swiping?
My friend always used to say like, I wish there was a Tinder app just for like cuddling or making friends, but it's like it would be impossible to do that.
Tinder for friends.
I do have one last Ask Reddit question then for
Hit me.
today. What are your top three smells?
Ooh. This is like the a prelude to what we're gonna talk about later, like that potion in
How?
Harry
How at
Potter.
all? What?
like like the that potion in Harry Potter where it smells like your favorite things.
All right, hold up. To preface, we're talking about Harry Potter later in this episode. We have a whole special event lined up. Do not see how smells. Isn't that the luck
It
potion where it smells like? Is it
yes,
the
there's
liquid luck?
yes, Slughorn. No, it's not the liquid luck. Slughorn teaches them how to make a love potion in the beginning of Half-Blood
Oh,
Prince, and it smells like your three favorite things. Because there's a whole bit where because Harry's like smells like Ginny, and he can't quite place it. And he's like, oh, it smells like this, but I can't think of what it is off the top of my
smells
head.
like a
And then
ginger girl.
he walks past Ginny, and he's like, ooh, that's what it is. Top three smells. Okay, focus.
For me, okay, I think I know mine. So number one, lavender, just like so good. Lavender, so good.
Do love some lavender.
Number two is probably like, I don't want to say vanilla Coke is my second favorite smell of all time, but it does smell very good. I have a vanilla Coke chapstick right here that you saw me apply earlier
I
while you
did.
were
I was
talking.
gonna ask, but I thought that would be weird.
Yeah, this one stays at my desk all the time because I always lose chapstick. But this one I like a lot, so I don't risk taking it out in the public. Um, but like vanilla Coke just has like a really, I don't know. I used to drink it a lot when I was younger as well. So it probably just has like a nostalgic smell.
Yeah.
And my third favorite is probably like, I really like the scent from Bath and Body Works flannel a lot. We've talked about
That's
that
a good one.
because it's just kind of cologne-y, and I like the smell of like, and I keep mine kind of far away from my bed, so it's like it's just the right amount. By the time it gets to my
Not
bed, it's like,
overpowering. It's the subtlety. Subtle
yeah, it's really
flannel.
good. It just smells like men's cologne, and I like it a lot.
That's lovely.
What about you?
I love the scent of Old Spice Timber with Mint deodorant. Most people who know me know that I love Old Spice Timber with Mint deodorant. I'm not using it currently. I've been trying out some deodorants that don't have like absolute garbage trash in them. But boy, do I love the scent of Old Spice Timber with Mint.
Can we talk about just for a second? Why does deodorant have so many freaking bad things in it? Like, there's so many chemicals that are just
That's a
like,
great
why?
question. I don't know why we've adopted that as our go-to deodorant method because there are others. I don't know, convenience, money.
Yeah, that's probably just it.
Anywho,
Yeah, your other two
my
smells.
other 2 cents. Okay, so next, the okay, so like picture this. I'm gonna paint you a picture. It's like late July, hot day.
Okay.
It's like maybe like 7 or 8 p.m. So like the sun's still out, but it's not high in the sky. Warm day, it rains. And just like you're outside, the smell of like the rain on the ground on a warm day while the sun is still out. I love that. I vibe with that. Just like wet woods on a warm day.
Wet woods on a warm day.
Wet woods on a
What's your,
warm day.
what's your third favorite smell before we move on to Harry Potter talk?
Oh boy. Okay. There's a lot of good ones. I really like flowers that don't smell too flowery. Like
I like flowers that know when to stop.
I like peonies. And I also really like the smell of cherry chapstick. When it's
Yeah,
like
you
been
have to.
sitting in a hot car for a while and it's sort of melty and it, like the scent fills up. the car.
That's you can't see it because it's an audio podcast, but I'm kind of just like giving her a very inquisitive look right now because that is so oddly specific.
I don't know. That's how I have a very specific
Do you
childhood
leave?
memory.
Do you leave chapstick in your car?
I have a very specific childhood memory of like finding cherry chapstick in my mom's car in the summer, and it was like melty, so it went onto my lips really smoothly, and it smelled really good. Anyways, I
When I
just like
was
cherry chapstick, Kyle. Leave me alone.
4, I played soccer, and it was cold because it was like a fall sport, so my lips would get chapped. So my dad was like, "Here, I'll buy you this cherry chapstick. Here you go." I would just eat it. I was like, "This smells good. All right, take a bite." And then my dad took it away from me, so I just couldn't use chapstick anymore.
You know what else I like the smell of?
What's that?
Just like wood, lumber. Yeah, like to go into Lowe's and you just go to like the lumber section. Also like just fresh cut wood. Fresh cut wood.
Fresh cut wood.
Sawdust. So good.
Too much sawdust. Not a fan. But like
Well, yeah,
the
because you don't
scent
want it
of
in
it,
your
I like.
nose.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear you.
What was that, Siri?
Please repeat one.
It picked me up saying Centerville. Didn't say
Centerville.
Centerville. All right, but let's get to the meat. This is one of the
I
first
am
times
so
we've had
ready.
we decided to record this podcast because we were having a discussion earlier. Because Teresa was going through her iPhone notes and found a very important document. Do you want to disclose what that document was called?
Would you like me to read the actual
it-
title? I'll pull it up right now.
Did it have an actual title? I just meant like more
Yes.
what it entailed, but I
Oh,
can't
no, boy.
speak
Okay.
because I have
It is
dumb brain.
the title. This is from December 16th, 2019. Is titled "Hottest Characters of the Harry Potter Series, comma, ranked."
So that's what we're going to be discussing for the remainder of this podcast. If you're not into Harry Potter, click off. I'm sorry. But we're going to be debating and ranking the hottest Harry Potter characters. We have a nice little bracket that Teresa has set up.
Yes, sir, I did.
So this was your idea.
Yes.
Do you want to start us off?
I would love to. So, as you mentioned, we do have a bracket system, a tournament ready to go. First, I feel like we should both just read our top 10, or my list is actually 12.
As is mine.
Just to get our brains thinking about it, and then we move on to the tournament, which might have some, some of the names might be on there, some of the names might not.
So yeah,
but
to
first, I just want
reiterate,
to hear our personal lists, and then we will move on to the more objective discussion.
So yeah, this started because Teresa sent me this list, and then she was like, can you make a list? And she expected me to take quite a while. I shot back in like 3 minutes with like my top 12.
It was less than 3 minutes. I was impressed because my list, it took like several weeks to make. I put a lot of thought into this, and then you were just, bam.
I'm looking at the transcript right now. It was literally, it was 2 minutes. How long it took me. Right. Because I acted purely on gut instinct. You took a more analytical approach. Yeah, you took a more analytical approach.
I wouldn't call it analytic. It took me longer to figure out my thoughts and feelings.
Okay. Do you want to start us off with your hottest list?
I would love to. Should I start at 12 and work my way up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Number 12, Hermione Granger, because she is smart and amazing.
Right off the bat, bad take. I am going to be picking apart this list.
I know.
Bad take. I think we did talk about this. I think Hermione deserves to be a little bit higher than that. Because I feel like she... Yeah, sorry, bad take. Bad take, I'm afraid.
Let me continue, please.
I'm the take police. That's a bad one.
Let me continue, please, Kyle. 11. Draco Malfoy.
That's fair.
10, Angelina Johnson.
I do not even remember her at all. I have not read the books since like 5th grade, so I'm.
She she played Quidditch, and she went out with
Like,
Fred.
I remember that vaguely. I remember her
Okay.
being like a girl Quidditch player, but I don't remember
Okay.
her.
Number 9, Ron Weasley.
Yeah.
8, Fred and George Weasley, who I have decided are, for the purposes of this discussion, same. They're together. They're included in their own category. And number 7, Bill Weasley. Oh, responsible man. What a guy. 6, Nymphadora Tonks. Metamorph Magus. That's how I pronounce it. I don't know how it's pronounced, but Tonks. Everybody loves her.
Tonks.
Cedric Diggory. Boys like Athlete of the Month. Great guy. 4, Charlie Weasley. Tames dragons for a living. I just think that's really great. Number 3, Newt Scamander. Does not have a whole lot of time in the actual official Harry Potter series. Just some brief glimpses, but just based on the broader Harry Potter universe, Newt Scamander. Number 2, Oliver Wood. Oliver Wood was.
Oliver Wood what?
Shut up.
That's what you call a joke in the business. Just like send me the little paycheck. That was one of those Kyle classics. Play the sound effect. Yeah, I will be charging for that though.
Can
Go
I
on.
continue?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, thank you. Oliver Wood was not my first character crush, but he was up there.
Wait, who was that again?
Oliver Wood.
Oliver Wood what?
I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose my mind.
You walked right into that one.
You were taking a drink. I thought you were distracted. You were the worst. You were literally the worst.
Continue.
I might not.
You're just done? We get your number 3 and that's it?
It wasn't even number 3, it was number 2. So you're not paying attention.
Well, you didn't say the numbers, did you?
Yes, I did.
Oh. So who's your number 1?
Ginny Weasley, obviously.
Yeah, that's about right. That's accurate.
Alright, hit me with your list, boy.
Okay. So I don't remember any of the side characters. I have, again, not read the books since 5th grade. Very legally watched all the movies in 6th grade. So just coming in number 12, book 1 through 6, Neville. Maybe not even book 6. Book 6 is the one where you learn about his tragic backstory, right? About his parents. Or is that 5? Because that's when I start to appreciate him a little more.
5.
I don't recall at all.
I think it's 5, but I'm not.
Yeah, well, regardless,
positive.
Book 1 through 6, Neville.
We get what you're saying. Mm-hmm.
And then coming to number 11, book 6 through 7, Draco. That's when he starts being cool and not just being like a tool all the time.
Right, you get a little insight into the mind of Draco Malfoy.
Coming to number 10, Ron. Just not a huge fan of that guy. He swears a lot. They kind of cut that as the books go on. I feel like he lessens his swears, which is funny because it's like as he gets older, he stops swearing as much.
Ron is a very complicated character. For me, I think he definitely redeems himself in the end, but mid-series Ron, very problematic. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, I feel like J.K. Rowling kind of just would forget about him and would randomly be like, "Oh yeah, he's in love with Hermione. He's mad about Hermione for some reason. That's it. Number 9 got Harold Potter.
Okay, I mean, I'll allow it, but I disagree.
What? How so?
I
Do you
just
not think he's even in the top 12?
no. Mm-mm.
I think he is. I don't know, like, boy who lived stuff aside. I don't know. He has his moments. He's not a total tool.
He has his
Um,
moments. He's a good kid.
I feel like he has more moments than Ron does, I would say.
I'll hear it.
Next
I'll
up,
hear it. Continue.
number 8, Cedric Diggory.
Uh-huh.
I feel like what you said, very athlete-y, he was chill. In the movie, he was like really cool. I remember he was just,
He's a cool
um,
dude. He's chill. He
he
vibes.
vibes.
Yeah,
It would have been cooler if they would have established a friendship with Harry earlier in the series, but like she clearly wasn't thinking ahead when she was writing them. Because then it would have made it a bit more impactful when he, spoilers for a 20-year-old book, bites the dust. Um, yeah. Also, isn't it weird how Harry gets blamed for the fact that he's dead? Because I remember his dad, Cedric's dad, is like, "You're the reason my kid's dead." It's like, nope.
Well,
He was the one who was officially chosen by the goblet.
I think
Like,
I think you I think you gotta reread these books, Kyle.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
I think you gotta think about them
I don't do that
again.
whole reading thing anymore.
Yeah, we've discussed this, but
But yeah, no, it's just
I
like
hear what you're saying. I think there's a little more nuance to it. Is it?
people do blame Harry for his death. People fault him for that. I remember that. They're like,
Yeah, I mean
"Hey,
that's kind of
you're the reason
the whole thing is nobody believes that it
it was
happened. Like
Voldemort."
the
And also
government
like
is gaslighting everybody and,
and well also like even
lying.
then, I guess you could say it's his fault because the whole reason the port key was rigged was because of Harry, and that's the
Well,
reason he got taken to the kill zone. So Cedric died.
it's
And
because of
also,
Harry, but it wasn't Harry's intention.
oh well, yeah, but I mean, also he did offer to take it at the same time as Cedric. If he would have just taken it, obviously he would have been killed. Harry would have been dead right away, but
Yeah.
also Cedric wouldn't have died.
Well,
Anyways, coming in at number
okay.
7, I think I've lost count. I got Lupin.
Mm-hmm.
He just vibes, and he's a werewolf.
I
That's
love
like cool.
Lupin.
He's underused. I feel like they use
He
him in the
is,
3rd book and then never again.
what a sweet
Obviously,
guy.
um,
Just love
and I
him.
realize this has all been guys up until this point, but coming in next, you got Cho. Um, she's cool. I don't
She's
know. I
cool.
just
I
think
feel like we didn't get
she
a
didn't
ton of
serve.
time to know her, like,
Didn't she become
pre-traumatic.
evil? Am I remembering that wrong? I thought she became like bad towards the end.
I don't remember. I just started rereading the last book. I'll let you know.
I thought she was on. I think she like joins Team Slytherin. I don't remember at all. She was just there to be a love interest for Harry, and she's pretty, and she's cool. She's a
It
Ravenclaw.
can be really interesting when you think about her through the lens of, like, trauma and, like, what happens to her after Cedric dies. We're not here to talk about PTSD, though. We're here to talk about who's hot.
Number 5, we got Hermione. Hermione just vibes. Hermione's cool. I like frizzy hair Hermione. Emma Watson's cool, but like I like picturing Hermione with like the poofy hair, which she has in the
Yeah.
first couple movies. But then like around movie 4, which is when they changed directors, hair out the window.
I
It's all
know,
different
they,
now.
like, toned her down as she grew up, which, like, didn't really fit
Uh,
her.
Number 4. So I wrote on this list, is it in bad taste to put Lily on here? Because she's dead. But Lily is number 4. Because Lily Potter, cool. I mean, she kind of gaslights Snape a little, but I like her. She's good. It smells like popcorn in my house now, which is strange because I have barricaded my door to prevent sound from coming through. But like smells are still seeping in because I smell popcorn right now. Or maybe I'm just dying. That could also
Maybe.
be
You never know.
Number. Okay, so I said Lily is 4. I think I put more than 12 on this list. I'm not sure. I've lost track because I
Okay.
say Lily is 4, but then number 4 is Sirius. That might have been like an alternate. I don't remember, but Sirius vibes. I know
I hear that.
originally
I hear it.
Arthur Weasley was supposed to die instead of Sirius. I think that would have made Ron's character more interesting, having to deal with grief opposed to Harry, who's
Ooh.
already, because like Harry already has a ton of grief, and having more grief doesn't make him any
Yeah.
more interesting. But Ron, it would have given him something to do,
You're
like
not wrong. That could have been really
number
interesting.
number 3, Nymphadora Tonks. Just
Of
like the pink
course.
hair, like her
She's
default
so
pink hair.
cool. I love her.
Also, Fleur Delacour.
Fleur de la Cour.
She's not on my list, but she's cool. I mean, that's really like her whole thing is that she's hot. That's all it.
That is
That's her
literally her
character,
whole
pretty
thing.
much.
Until like the
Yeah,
end of book 7, and then she's like,
yeah,
"Oh, she gets some substance."
yeah.
I mean, she had the substance all along. You just couldn't see it.
Hold on, I'm counting on my list here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 13 for sure. Oh, that's right, because I added Neville last second. Number 2 is book 7 Neville. When
Right.
he finally becomes like his own person and is cool and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta give that one to him. But number 1, we agree on this one, Ginny Weasley.
Of course.
She's just the coolest.
She's
She's like,
so cool.
she's
She's
just
so
not,
rad.
she's not developed enough in the books. I feel like they don't touch on her until book 6. It's
I
like
mean,
from
she's
book
not
2 to book
developed enough
6.
anyway. Like, book Ginny is when you're like reading the books for Ginny, I feel like Ginny sticks out more. Gosh, I love
Yeah,
Ginny.
you get her in book 2. She's kind of a main, she's the person who gets abducted by Tom Riddle's diary.
Hmm.
But other than that, she doesn't really come into play until book 6 and 7.
She
And even then, not
disappears
even
for a
really
little
book
bit.
7. Yeah, I don't want to get into the whole writing style, but you can't see it because this is an audio podcast, but I just tugged at my collar.
Kyle's shaking his head.
So, now, let's get to this bracket.
Yes.
Um,
I am
so,
pulling it up.
this bracket, I'll link a picture of it in the description. I'll probably put it on Imgur or something. Imgur, however you say it.
Injured.
It'll be the complete version, so if you want spoilers, go look at that. If you don't want spoilers, just keep listening. Because it is 1:34 in the morning as we're recording this, and we probably should start speed running this because we've been recording for an hour.
We gotta give it the time that it requires, the time that it is due.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So please explain.
you,
So you have it as East, West, South, and Midwest. Can you
Oh.
explain what this means?
That means nothing. This was a March Madness bracket. I just and I just replaced all the team names with Harry Potter characters.
So round 1. Let's go through this. So Teresa Googled Harry Potter characters and got a list of random characters. She put a couple on there, like, because when you Google Harry Potter characters, it just gives you a random list. She took out some side characters to make room for some main characters that weren't in the original top 32. But we tried to make this as a random as list as we could, with it still including all of the main fellows. So for round 1, we have Hermione Granger versus Harry Potter, Lord Voldemort versus Draco, Ron versus Snape, Dumbledore versus Hagrid, Luna. Luna wasn't on my list. I like Luna a lot. She would be up there.
I feel like I like relate to Luna like personally too much to like that she wouldn't be the first person that came to mind in creating this list. You feel?
So it's Luna versus Neville, McGonagall versus Lupin, Cho versus Cedric, and Sirius Black versus the Sorting Hat. Do you want to give me your side for round 1?
Alrighty, here we go. We have Nymphadora Tonks versus Fleur Delacour. We have Fred and George Weasley versus Percy Weasley. Oliver Wood versus Angelina Johnson. Dean Thomas versus Molly Weasley. Bill Weasley versus Charlie Weasley. A lot of Weasleys over here. Professor Trelawney versus Lavender Brown. Lee Jordan versus Narcissa Malfoy. And Bellatrix Lestrange versus Victor Crumb.
Yo, Bellatrix is probably on my list somewhere too.
I was Bellatrix for Halloween in 8th grade.
You need to find a photo of this.
I will. When I had long hair.
Because long hair Teresa is so cursed. Anyways. Alright, so let's start with the east side. Hermione versus Harry. Who we putting through?
Hermione. Obviously.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's
I'm
that's
just not
fair.
I don't get Harry that way.
You don't stan Harry?
No.
Alright, can you edit the thing as we go?
I am doing that right now.
Okay, it's just not updating on mine. Alright. Next up, we got Voldemort versus Malfoy. Draco, specifically. It's gotta go Draco.
It's gotta be Draco. Sorry. Voldemort, Draco was on both of our lists, so.
He was. Big apologies to all the Voldemort stands out there. Malfoy for life. Next up, you got Ron versus Snape. I don't know. I mean, Snape is kind of creepy. He's got the whole gaslighting Lily thing going on, and like I think his motivations are weird, and everyone acts like he redeemed himself.
He doesn't.
I don't think he redeemed himself.
No.
But I don't think Ron really does either.
No, I think
Ron just kind of simps the whole time.
I think when Ron leaves and comes back, that's like the Ron redemption moment for me.
He still is just like, but he's doing it because he's a simp. Like they're both just kind of. I hate the overuse of that word, but like he literally just wants to get with Hermione. Like that's his motivation.
Simp,
they're both.
Snape.
It's simp versus simp. It's very funny that these ended up against each other.
Why do I
gotta give
I keep saying snip?
Snip.
I keep
I gotta
trying
give
to
it
say
to Ron.
Snape, and I say simp. Yeah, I'm feeling Ron.
Because just like redheads, come on now.
Yeah, that's my whole thing. That's what I have in my notes on my iPhone list. Is this boy has freckles? What a cutie!
Okay, next up, you got Dumbledore versus Hagrid. Give me your take on this, because I have my opinion locked and loaded.
Dumbledore, because he's so smart. An intelligent boy.
Bad take. Hagrid.
Oh.
You kidding me? Listen to me. Hagrid. Okay, Dumbledore, book 5. Dude just dips. He ignores Harry and gaslights him for the whole book. That sucks.
Dumbledore a complicated and problematic character? Yes. But he talks and you're just like, ooh, yes. Tell me more.
But Hagrid is always there for you. Like Hagrid never dips. He's always trying to do what's best for everyone.
Yeah, that's why Hagrid's like your best friend.
I don't think I would pick Dumbledore over Hagrid. We might have to give this one up to a coin toss.
Should I toss a coin?
Yeah, because I'm thinking I'm Team Hagrid here.
Right.
Heads for Hagrid. Do you want me to just do it on Siri?
Yeah, do that. Because all of my
coin.
coins are like under
Heads.
my guitar.
Heads. You heard it. Did you hear it? Heads for Hagrid.
Okay, I'll do it.
Listen, I'm just saying. I don't think Dumbledore would be that great. He kind of gaslights people.
I hear what you're saying.
His whole thing with Grindelwald, kind of strange. I feel like he kind of did fall in love with a fascist. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I'm not denying that Albus Dumbledore is a problematic man. But besides the point.
I think that should factor in.
Moving on. Can we move on?
Hagrid is not problematic in the slightest. Okay, next up.
Luna versus Neville.
This is a hard one.
I love
we might
both
disagree
of
on
these.
this. Luna kind of saves Harry at the beginning of book 6. He would have been tied up on the train.
It's... Wait. What?
he gets like well, not tied up, but he gets like goofed by Malfoy,
That
and
wasn't
then he gets
Luna,
stuck.
that was Tonks.
No, Luna finds him with her glasses. That's what the whole glasses. That's why she has those weird glasses. She can see invisible through invisibility cloaks.
At the beginning of book 6?
I am certain, bro. Hold up. Who saves Harry at the beginning of book 6? I don't know how to Google this.
Do you want me to get the book? I have it right
Yeah.
here. Alrighty, I have the book. Would you like
Okay.
to hear the passage in
Yes.
which Harry is uncovered on the Hogwarts
Yes.
Express?
Yes.
The train lurched, causing Harry to roll over onto his side. Now he was staring at the dusty underside of the seats instead of the ceiling. The floor began to vibrate as the engine roared into life. The express was leaving, and nobody knew he was still on it. Then he felt his invisibility cloak fly off him, and a voice overhead said, "Watch her, Harry." There was a flash of red light, and Harry's body unfroze. He was able to push himself into a more dignified sitting position, hastily wipe the blood off his bruised face with the back of his hand, and raise his hand to look up at Tonks, who was holding the invisibility cloak she had just pulled away.
I do have counterpoint. It is Luna in the movie. I just found the clip. I can link it to you. That's why I was confused.
Okay.
So
Fair
we're both
confusion.
right here. Yeah, we're both right here. I do think that does give Luna some credibility, even though it's not in the book.
I mean, if you're saying, I'm not saying I disagree with you. If your point is Luna saves Harry earlier, Neville saves Harry and the entire wizarding world.
He does
in the
kill Nagini. Is that his name?
Nagini? I don't know.
The snake one.
The snake.
Yeah. Okay. Who are you saying? I'm Team Luna personally.
I'm gonna go Luna. I do love Neville.
Neville is great. He has a great glow up.
Yes.
But Luna vibes.
As far as hotness specifically, I'm going Luna. Neville,
I do think,
sweetheart, I love him, but Luna is hotter.
I think Luna would be another one of those characters who would have been better if they were in it from the start. Obviously, I mean, we have like the benefit of hindsight, but it's like if J.K. Rowling were to write those books now with like the hindsight of writing them the first time, I mean, hopefully she would not be dumb because of how she is on Twitter lately.
Because of how she is now, exactly.
But like being able to start foreshadowing stuff from the first book and not having to just kind of be like, oh, and also he has a godfather and also a friend from Ravenclaw and also like to make us care about the other houses. Because for the first 3 books, it's kind of like only Slytherin and Gryffindor matter.
Oh yeah, they take a very different turn halfway through.
So Luna, you're putting Luna through?
I'm putting Luna through.
Alright, next up, this one, I'm hoping it'll be easy. McGonagall versus Lupin.
I'm going Lupin.
Yeah, Lupin, easy. McGonagall's smart. She can turn into a cat.
I love McGonagall.
Hotness-wise?
Hotness-wise, it's Lupin for sure. He's a werewolf.
Yeah, that's kind of like inherently...
McGonagall, I love her. She's not hot. She's like the teacher I want to sit down and have like a meeting about my, about like grad school or something with her.
Grad school?
Yeah, wizard grad school, Yeah, Lupin for sure.
Alright, next one. A little tough, not gonna lie. Sirius Black versus the Sorting Hat.
I want to hear your take on this one. This is very important.
Sorting Hat, inherently hot.
Mm-hmm.
Because it saves Harry at the end of book 2.
You're not wrong.
And it had the sword in it. Mm-hmm. So it's a magic hat.
It sings.
That shreds. It's got to be Sirius. I think Sirius. It's like I love the sword. The Sorting Hat is funny, funny, but like the long hair and the beard. Oh, Sorting Hat doesn't have that.
Got that floppy hair.
He's wrinkles in a hat.
He's a wrinkly old hat.
And then the cap off West, Cho Chang versus Cedric Diggory.
I want to say Cedric.
I also want to say Cedric.
Yeah.
I like Cho, but
he's got
too
that, like,
too underdeveloped. I know
he's
this is
just
supposed
got
to
that
be.
charm, you know?
I know this is supposed to be a list of hottest characters, but it's hard to find a character attractive who is not also developed well. I find because I feel like
That's
that
fair.
adds to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Get inside their head. Yeah.
yeah. All right, your side now.
Alrighty, let's go. We have got Nymphadora Tonks versus Floor. Fleur. Fleur. Yeah, for sure.
Nymphadora, hands down.
We both love her.
Fleur is cool, but like pink hair any day.
Pink
Sorry.
hair, and she can make it whatever color hair she wants. That's freaking rad.
She's like Ramona Flowers, but cool.
She is, yeah. She's like Ramona Flowers, but actually has like complex emotions.
Next up,
Fred and George Weasley as one unit versus Percy Weasley.
Fred and George, easy,
Agreed.
easy.
Percy Weasley.
He becomes a snitch.
Well, I think Percy Weasley has a little bit of roller coaster. I love some early books. Percy, I think he's got that, like, I don't know. He's a rule follower. I vibe with that. And then he's garbage for a while, and then he gets better, but like, I never fully like brings the personality back. Fred and George, funny as frick. Love them.
Listen, down with all
Jokesters.
prefects. ACAB, all prefects are bad. I know that's not what the B stands for in ACAB, but all prefects are bad.
So we're putting Fred and George through.
Oh, not even close. Frick Percy. Compared to those two? No.
Alrighty, here.
This one's going to be all you, because I do not remember either of these characters.
Oliver Wood versus Angelina Johnson. It's Oliver Wood. Angelina Johnson's great. I love her. She's a strong woman. She has a strong personality, and I love her. But it's Oliver Wood. I love him with my whole
Oliver
heart.
Wood what? Oliver Wood what?
Next up, Dean Thomas versus Molly Weasley.
Molly Weasley, I'd say.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I love Molly. Like,
You
so
gotta
much.
have a good mom vibe. A good mom vibe is crucial.
She is so sweet, caring, and generous, and selfless, and I love her as a person. But anyways, hotness factor, where do I even begin? She's just amazing. I love her.
It's Molly.
Just
it's Molly
has
easy.
that something. I wish I had more to say about her. I just love Molly. I would like name a kid after Molly. She's so good.
She's good the second she's introduced. Like, she's great.
And
right
she
off the
never
bat.
wavers. There's never a moment where you're like, do I not like Molly anymore? No, you always love Molly. Molly always loves you. Alrighty.
Really passionate.
Bill Weasley versus Charlie Weasley.
I remember neither of them really.
Charlie.
My first instinct is Charlie. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
Charlie,
dragon one, right?
Dragon Boy. Dragon Boy
Okay,
Weasley.
then,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, easy.
Hot. That's just the word for it. Sybil Trelawney versus Lavender Brown.
Trelawney.
Yeah. Lavender
She's
Brown.
just like,
I appreciate her as like a complex human being. But Trelawney, I feel like I could have a more interesting conversation with her.
and Lavender is just like kind of. I feel like she's very thrown in there for the sake of love interest again for
Yeah.
Ron though instead of Harry.
You're not
'Cause
wrong.
that's yeah.
Okay. Lee Jordan versus Narcissa Malfoy. I have strong feelings about this. Lee Jordan.
Malfoy.
Lee Jordan's Quidditch commentaries are the funniest thing.
Yeah, but like
He has
okay.
like, he just says what he wants, and it's great.
I have a take about Malfoy here. I
Okay.
think she is not like Lucius.
I think
She's not bad.
I think
she is
Narcissa Malfoy is one of the great heroes of the Harry Potter series.
like she understands that Harry's still alive and doesn't rat him out because she understands
Yeah.
she's a mother. She doesn't want to. And I
She's
think that it's respectable, and also her hair is very cool.
she does have cool hair.
Did we ever see
she's a
Lee
very
Jordan?
yes.
Does Lee Jordan
He
get when?
I think he has like dreadlocks. But okay, Narcissa is very pretty. She's a very pretty lady. I will give you that.
I mean, if you want to flip a coin again, I'm kind of team Narcissa. I know that's not...
Yeah,
You want to flip a coin?
I'll give you Malfoy on this one.
Wow.
I'll relinquish.
Okay. I'm very interested to see how we wrap up this last one because I think we're gonna have differing opinions personally.
Oh really?
Maybe.
Okay. Can we
You
like?
want to introduce?
Can we on three?
Okay. Well, so say who they are first.
It's Bellatrix versus Victor Crumb.
Okay. 3. Oh, we're gonna do it on go. We're gonna do it on go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Bellatrix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's pretty easy. So this is taking a lot longer than we thought it would. We're going to start speeding things up, and we're not going to debate every single character on the podcast. If something funny happens, we will just cut to that. So let's get rolling on our Sweet 16.
Sweet 16, baby.
Hermione versus Draco.
Hermione.
Hermione, easy. Easy, easy, easy. Ron versus Hagrid. Interested to see the take here.
I'm gonna go Ron, just because he's cute.
I can give you that. I can give you, like, hotness-wise, I can't vouch for Hagrid very much.
Ron is objectively a hotter boy.
You an expert on hot boys.
Yes, I am, Kyle.
Luna versus Lupin.
Ooh.
I might have to go Luna. I might have to knock out Lupin here.
Yeah, Luna, she's like, got that air of like mystery about her.
She
Where, like,
vibes.
She's unpredictable. You never really know what she's gonna say. And that's kind of hot.
So Sirius Black versus Cedric Diggory. Let's say this one on 3. 3, 2, 1, go.
Cedric.
Sirius.
Oh no.
Sirius has got those Dad, I'd like to friend vibes. Am I wrong?
I mean, Cedric has got those friend I'd like to friend vibes.
Filth.
Yeah.
Just sounds like you can't say the word filth. Sirius is also an animagus, though. However you say it, animungus. I don't
know if I find that hot though.
But we found it hot for Lupin.
Yeah, because he's a werewolf.
This guy turned into a dog. That's the same
Dogs
thing.
aren't hot.
Dogs aren't hot, but wolves are.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you Cedric.
Thank you.
I'll give you
Cedric is, first of all, he is a kind-hearted boy who wants the best for everybody, and he's like athletic as frick.
Your type is so strange because it very quickly changes from like Fred and George Weasley because they're funny little guys to yeah, he's athletic. Okay.
I just in my normal life, I don't really real life athleticism doesn't do it for me. But
fictional?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Tonks versus Fred and George.
Tonks, easy.
Tonks. Agreed. Hang on.
Okay.
Hang on. Where's Ginny on this list?
She's not.
No.
But that's fair. But that's fair because we both put Ginny at number 1 already.
Wait. How did I get Ginny?
Ginny would have instantly won. So this is probably for the best.
No, I'm mad about this. This has now become who is the hottest character in Harry Potter tournament aside from Ginny. Everyone pales in comparison to her.
Well, because we both put Ginny on the top of our list, so it would have been
yes, because
like, but there wouldn't have been a point to the bracket if it was just if we both knew Ginny was going to win anyway.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I hear ya. I hear ya. Oliver Wood versus Molly Weasley.
Oliver Wood what?
Kyle, if you make that joke one more time, I'm gonna quit. I really like Oliver Wood.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you
If
Oliver.
if you're looking at hotness alone, it's gotta be Oliver. Molly Weasley, she's your mom, friend, vibes. I feel like it's gotta go to Oliver Wood. Charlie Weasley versus Trelawney. Charlie
Trelawney.
Weasley. What?
What?
Really?
Okay,
Charlie
Dragon Tamer's
Weasley's
cool.
like my number 4.
See, he's cool, but like Trelawney, just like her whole spiritual vibe, I kind of dig that.
I think we gotta flip for this one. I can't give it to
Okay.
Trelawney.
All right, heads Charlie, tails Trelawney.
Okay.
Flip a coin.
It's heads this time.
All right.
Okay, Charlie's going through. Narcissa Malfoy, Bella Lestrange, Bellatrix.
Yeah. Easy. Yeah, easy.
All right.
Moving on to the Elite Eight, we have Hermione versus Ron and Luna versus Cedric. And moving on to the other side, we have Nymphadora versus Oliver Wood and Charlie versus Bellatrix Lestrange. Hermione versus Ron.
Hermione.
I got Hermione.
Yeah.
Just like compared to Ron, better character.
That's not how it was on my original list, but from looking at it from a broader viewpoint than like my own personal taste, I'll give it to Hermione.
Yeah. Next up, we got Luna versus Cedric. I'm gonna go Luna. I don't know about you. Cedric's like hot and all, but Luna's got the quirky girl vibes. It's 2 a.m.
She does have those quirky girl vibes. She is. They're like the Jessica Day and Nick Miller of the Harry Potter world.
I don't know who either of those people are.
From New Girl.
Oh, I thought you were saying like celebrities. I was like, I've never heard of these people. Are they new? Are they new celebrities? So what are you gonna go with? You kind of cut out there.
This is tough.
Cedric's hot and all, but he does not get nearly as much development, and again, it's a lot harder to find.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think she is better overall.
I think she's better. I don't know if she's hotter.
I think better includes that. She is also a blonde. I don't know your type, but
Not blonde, but I mean nothing.
She do be
nothing
quirky
against
though.
The yellow. She is quirky and she is smart.
Luna? Okay.
Yeah, she is pretty.
All right. Next up.
Nymphadora Tonks and Oliver Wood. This is the hardest one yet. I love both.
Oliver
of
Wood
these.
what?
I don't care. I love both of these people so much. I think
I gotta go Tonks.
she could shapeshift into Oliver Wood.
Just for you. Just for you.
Yeah, just for me. Just for me.
The pink hair.
She's so rad.
Bro.
I love Tonks. Okay.
Also, hold up. I just remembered this character, Rita Skeeter.
How did you forget?
What a bad name that is.
Rita Skeeter. Skeet.
So Charlie versus Bellatrix. Bellatrix, she be kind of quirky though. Quirky in a torturous dungeon way. Charlie, I can't even picture him compared to Bellatrix. Bellatrix is she's described very well in the book as well.
That's fair. She's got that wild hair.
She do got the wild hair though.
Yeah. Let's go Bellatrix. I'm feeling that.
Okay.
Alrighty, and in the final 4 we have Hermione Granger versus Luna Lovegood, Nymphadora Tonks versus Bellatrix Lestrange. All female powerhouse.
This is where it's gonna get bloody.
All these women, top 4, vibing with that.
Hermione versus Luna. I think I gotta go Luna.
Luna. Yeah.
She's
Yeah, yeah,
better than
yeah.
Hermione. I feel like she's smarter in a different way. She's spacey for sure,
Mm-hmm.
but like she vibes.
Yeah. She's got some wild takes for sure, but like as a personality, yeah, Luna, I feel it.
And she's just chill. She doesn't care about anything.
She is. She's such a good friend, a good
Hermione
companion. I mean, so is
Hermione's very
Hermione.
scared about everything and like kind of uptight, especially early
Mm-hmm.
on. Luna's not like that. Luna
I
vibes.
do love Hermione very, very
Yeah.
much. But yeah, I'm gonna go Luna. Hotness factor, Luna. Alrighty, and Tonks versus Bellatrix.
Tonks,
It's Tonks,
easy,
man.
easy peasy. Tonks.
Piece of
Um,
cake.
so it's obvious Tonks wins. Tonks is the victor. I think we are both
Correct. Yeah.
in agreement here.
Can I click it
Tonks,
off? Can I check the
yeah.
box? Perfect.
So Tonks wins versus Luna. Tonks wins. But I do
Tonks
think
is
Luna.
officially the second hottest character in the Harry Potter series. The first, obviously, being Ginny Weasley.
So I think it's very easy to disqualify Tonks, which speaks a lot for Luna. Because I feel like Luna could technically. Because some people might disqualify Tonks because it is kind of cheating.
Yeah, on the technicality there.
But like Tonks as herself is better than Luna. And I'm also just kind of realizing, is this objectifying